Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here I will present my research under the title Bayesian Model in the Conjugation of Arabic Triliteral Verb by Second Language Learners. Our teams are me, Zakiatul Mardia from University of Al-Azhar, Indonesia, Zaitan binti Mustafa from UETM, Gina Najah Hajida from University of Indonesia, Arabic Empowerment, Fazur Rahman from University of Al-Azhar, Indonesia, and Letio Gofurwono from University of Indonesia too. And our abstract is about Bayesian models that explained how native speaker predict inflective form. And because there are many studies, the prior studies examined the native speakers to predict inflective form because the language is entered to inflective language from the language typology. And our research objective is to test if Bayesian model applies to Arabic second language learners. As I said before, that Bayesian model from our empirical studies, we found that Bayesian model implemented to first language, to the speaker of first language or native speaker, particularly from the Icelandic and Polish language. Our methodology is experimental research with the generalized linear mixed model or GLMM and descriptive analytic. And our findings are that prior information help learners predict unknown verb forms. And the background of our studies is that Arabic language has a phenomenon that every single lexeme in Arabic language expresses multiple categories. It can indicate stance, gender, case, and number or personal pronouns. For example, verb. When I say katabat, in that verb, we know there are tense, that is past tense. There are gender, that is feminine. There is personal pronoun she, yeah. And I think every student who learned Arabic know that. So that's the point of difficulty is to learn the Arabic. And Bayesian models captures native speaker productivity and predicting inflection. So from previous studies or from the literature review, we know that implementation of Bayesian model examined the first language learner. So from the Allen and Becker, they examined Icelandic language and Polish language. The learner, the native speaker of those language, both language. The native speaker of both language cannot or feel difficult to predict the inflective form from the conjugation of their language, of the verb, exactly. So the research gap, we will find that we found that limited studies on second language learners. So this research question is, can Bayesian model represent Arabic learners' prediction behavior, particularly second language learners in Indonesia? So most of us know that in Indonesia, there are many people, there are many students who learned Arabic language as second language learning, a second language learner, and they found difficulties, especially in morphological structure, or we say it in Arabic, ilmu sarf, especially for tasrif al-lughawi. So this is our research questions. And from our literature review, we know that Arabic language has two kind of change of our morphological structure or morphological paradigm. Those are derivation and inflection. Derivation is equal to تصريف الاصطلاحي, and inflection is equal to تصريف اللغوي. But this is debatable things, but I just say that it's similar too. Yeah. Learners in Indonesia, Indonesian learners who learn the Arabic, they struggle to predict forms in Arabic triliteral verbs for conjugation. For example, when we give a verb, ذهب, go, we ask the student to make tasrif lughawi from ذهب. I definitely and absolutely very sure many of students feel difficult to conjugate this verb because Arabic has 14 personal pronouns. So from ذهب, 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 ذهبوا, ذهبت, ذهبتا, ذهبنا. ذهبت, ذهبتما, ذهبتم, ذهبتي, ذهبتما, ذهبتن, ذهبت, ذهبن. We always memorize this. So when we will say something related to the verb with its personal pronoun, we have to memorize verbs. So I think this is not good enough for us when we learn the language. And from the literature review too, we know that Bayesian model as a probability-based inference in morphology, this is from Allen, 2016. From this probability, we will capture, especially or particularly for second language learner in Indonesia, how they predict the inflection form or the slot of Arabic paradigm verb. Prior studies focus on native speakers. As I mentioned before, from the Allen research, they examine Polish language and Icelandic language, and they concentrate for the native speaker of both the language. And Allen mentioned that the native speaker of these two languages find difficulties to predict the slot of the inflective form from the verb of those language. And now we will know from this research, is it possible for Bayesian model to extend model to Arabic second language learners, not to native speaker? I mean here for Indonesian students or Indonesian people who learned the Arabic language. Whether they find difficulties too when predict the inflection form when they learn conjugation form in Arabic. This is the extension of the research. Our research design is experimental design, especially for using split plot design. And our respondent from two universities, especially from Arabic department of UAI and UI, University Al Azhar Indonesia, UI and University Indonesia. We make 3 types of test format for the treatment. The first one, the question from the Google form is with clues and without clues, and the rest type is with clues from slot 6 and slot 3 from the paradigm of Arabic verb conjugation. Our tools is Google form and experiment framework, and our analysis using utilize descriptive statistic and GLMM, t-test, and ANOVA. Here it is the diagram of our research design. We take a sheet. We share the sheet to the respondent. The respondent answered the question about predicting the inflection form from the triliteral Arabic form, and analysis, GLMM, and t-test ANOVA. Our result about predictability with clue from the ANOVA test significantly different between scores type 1 and type 2. From the t-test, providing clues significantly improves prediction accuracy, and Bayesian models exactly supported in second language learners prediction. So it means that Bayesian models not only for native speaker language, but also can support in predicting, in capturing the second language learners prediction. And regression, high school background significant, but batch status not significant. And inflectional form 3 vs 6 test as clues, and t-test inflectional form 6 more effective than form 3. Form 6 is katabu, and form I make a mistake. Form 6 is fa'alu. Form 3 is fa'alu, and form 6 and fa'alna. Once more, I repeat. Form 6 is fa'alna. Form 3 is fa'alu. Learners rely on form 6 to predict other form more accurately. So form 6, fa'alna, more accurately to help the students to predict the other form from the paradigm of Arabic verb conjugations. Those are the results, and here the conclusion. The conclusion said that Bayesian framework applies to Arabic second language learners. Now, so not only for native speaker. And the second, providing one inflectional form improves ability to infer others. So it means the clue will help the student to predict inflected form, and inflectional form 6 serves a stronger predictive clue than for 3. So fa'alna more accurately help the student to predict another inflected form than fa'alu. Learner background, MA, this is Madrasah Aliyah from Islamic school, influences performance, not batch year. So the students who learn the Arabic in UAI and UI, when they have Arabic learning background before enrolling to the university, it will influence their performance to predict the inflected forms. And the last findings contribute to applied linguistic and NLP modeling. So these are the conclusions. And here I will sincerely my gratitude, our gratitude to the funding of LPIPM, Universitas Al-Azhar Indonesia, and we sincerely gratitude to ETM. And special thanks to the late Dr. Yogo Purwono, our statistician, who helped mostly about the analysis, especially from statistics side. And I will gratitude too to Department of Arabic University of Indonesia for supporting us in collecting data. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.